What an embarrassment. 34-0? Are you kidding me? We're here to talk about it and seek all the help we can get after that debacle. If you thought last week was bad against the Dallas Cowboys, and it was, today was even worse. The New Orleans Saints, this team isn't worth anything. I think about it this way. We'll go over the numbers here in just a second. To me, this is like the message that we're having here with Belichick right now reminds me of when your grandparents get older and all of a sudden they start to say some things that don't really make a whole lot of sense. And their actions just don't feel like what they should be doing for their age. And you start to see, hey, this isn't right. That's what we saw today with the decision-making from Bill Belichick and this Patriots coaching staff was like an elderly person that's falling off the wagon. We're not making fun of the elderly here, but that's what the day felt like. That's the reality here. Mac Jones, bad. 110 yards, 2 interceptions. Rhamondre Stevenson, 8 carries, 24 yards. Couldn't get the run game going. Kendrick Bourne led the Patriots in receiving with 2 catches for 43 yards. I mean, Derek Carr looked like Peyton Manning out there today with 2 touchdowns and 183 yards. Kamara, we talked about it early on that they were going to have to stop the run. Didn't do that. He had 80 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Michael Thomas had 4 catches for 65 yards. And if that wasn't bad enough, just the results of the game and everything that came along with that too. The injury report, this is a head scratcher. And as this team didn't have enough bad injuries as is, remember, Christian Gonzalez, Matthew Judon last week. It got even lengthier today. JuJu with a head injury. Big Mike, Demario Douglas, Jabrill Peppers, Ja'Whaun Bentley. It's bad. It is full-on bad. You know, I came into 2023 with optimism. Like, you know what? The roster's not great, but they're not bad. You got Belichick. You can play through some things. Now, this is about as low as it gets. And this is a territory that as Patriots fans, as people that have been following this team for so many years, of so many great successes with Belichick the last couple of decades, unfamiliar territory that we don't know. Generations now of Patriots fans don't know what this type of football is like. And this is the world we are living in. Join me for the rest of this therapy session that we call Patriots Today throughout the week as we deliver the latest daily news and rumors on your New England Patriots. Hopefully help us on the way. We'll discuss some ideas. I got a few ideas here on the channel. Subscribe now for free. Help us get to 6,000 subscribers. We're getting very, very close to that next milestone. About 100 away from that one. Subscribe now for free. Stay tuned to Patriots Today. We got you covered. Let's go over these scary statistics here. You might want to hide your eyes for a second. We'll break this down piece by piece. The Patriots held to a total of 156 yards of total offense today. And I was told that Bill O'Brien was coming in as the savior that was going to resurrect this offense for New England. And he has not shown any of that the last couple of weeks. Passing game sucked, 111 yards total. Bailey Zappe came in for a bit after Mac was benched for the second straight week. It was only 9 pass attempts, but he didn't do much either. He had 22 total yards. Running game sucked. A lot of it has to do with the offensive line, where the offensive line is at. 3 turnovers. I mean, you can't afford mistakes. You already know that these two teams are coming in pretty evenly matched. Remember, New England was favored today. You can't turn the ball over in a game like that, as is. In time of possession, you had to control the clock. Only 20 minutes? You're on the field? Awful numbers. Now let's compare to the Saints. What did you give up to New Orleans today? 304 yards of offense, 168 through the air, 136 yards. That was the real story of this game, was the Saints came into Sunday with one of the worst running offenses in the National Football League. Remember, Taysom Hill led them in rushing going into today. And you gave up 136 yards on the ground. Now, that may not seem like a huge number, but that's a big number for New Orleans with their track record, what they'd been doing previously, and you didn't force any turnovers. And we said, hey, look, you don't have Judon. You don't have Christian Gonzalez. Somebody's got to step up. Do something. Remember when I pulled out the do something meme? Wake up. Nobody woke up. And they own the clock, too. They own the football. So just terrible. What is your one-word reaction? There's so many one words you can go with. You can go with pathetic. You can go with embarrassing. You could maybe even cheat and go with some hyphens for 3 words. Fire everyone now. Give me your one-word reaction in the comment section. Let us know what it is. Today's show is sponsored by Game Time. And I got to tell you, Game Time does a terrific job when it comes to tickets. It is the best place to go with the lowest prices guaranteed. Maybe I'm not wanting to go see the Patriots right now, but you know what? I can go to concerts, comedy shows, and other sporting events and save big-time money with Game Time. Here's how it works. You find the event you want to go to. You pick the seat you like. You zoom in. You see, do I like that seat? Do I not like that seat? And then just a few taps, bam, bam, you got your tickets within a matter of seconds. And you can get them very quickly as well. Look, last week, went and saw my Kansas Jayhawks play, got my tickets on Game Time, like that. And here's what I'm going to offer you, okay? Listen closely now. We're giving you $20 off when you use the promo code NFL Chat. Simple as that. $20 off with the promo code NFL Chat. So download Game Time. Lowest prices guaranteed. Create an account. Terms and conditions do apply. Download Game Time today. Tell them that Tyler Jones and Chat Sports sent you. You'll be glad you did. If the numbers weren't any worse, let's go over these for you side by side. You can see the Saints won the categories of total yards, first downs, third downs, penalties was the one thing I guess New England kind of had going for them compared to New Orleans. Time of possession, the Saints just dominated. The individuals, Mac Jones, only 110 yards through the air. 2 interceptions for Mac Jones. Mac Jones struggled. This is 2 straight bad games for Mac Jones. You could argue the last 2 weeks have been 2 of the worst games of his career. This is year 3 for Mac Jones. Okay, I know the offensive line blows, but this is regression. This is worse than last year. This is worse than his rookie year. And I'm afraid there's no turning back. This just might be who Mac Jones is at this point in time. Start getting the phone ready for next offseason, whether you're going with a veteran like Cousins or Murray, or if you're going to go with a young quarterback and be in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes or Drake May, whatever it may be, because all signs point to New England's going to have a new quarterback next year. Rhamondre Stevenson held to 24 yards on the ground. Not much you can do when you don't have much run blocking. I don't blame Rhamondre Stevenson a whole lot just because the tough position that he has been put in. We know he's a good back, but if nobody's there to block for you, there's only so much you can do. Who was the Patriots MVP against the Saints today? Feels like a brutal question. Somebody had to step up. Who was it that stood out to you today? I could point to defense. Ja'Whaun Bentley, I know he got hurt, but he played all right. I guess that'd be my guess. Would be yours. I know it's a 34-0 game, but just give me one name. A couple others let's highlight here. Ezekiel Elliott, 8 carries, 21 yards. Zeke's really only had 1 game since he's been in New England, but similar to Rhamondre Stevenson. Circumstances. Not much he can really do with the position the Patriots have put him in. Kendrick Bourne, 2 catches for 43 yards. I'll say this. Kendrick Bourne has been one of the few bright spots for New England that's been consistent throughout the season. He's getting between about, 40 to 75 yards a game. That's an improvement from last year. 2 catches today, and I like what Kendrick Bourne is doing. Let's see if they continue to feed him the football because he's one of the only guys that can relatively be counted on every single week. Demario Douglas, we mentioned earlier, left the game with injury. He had 1 catch for 24 yards. Douglas has a bright future. Hopefully he's okay because I see his role increasing in this offense as well. What's your confidence level in New England right now? Oh, Lord. Is it a 1? Is it a 2? We're lucky if it's a 3 right now. We are very lucky if we give that a 3. I'll be nice and give it a 3 just because we know this team can play better than what their record indicates at 1-4 right now. We know that. Hopefully brighter days are ahead, but it ain't looking pretty. What's your confidence level? Let me know. Subscribe to Patriots Today for the latest happenings on your New England Patriots. We got plenty to talk about on the channel this week. You will not want to miss a moment. We'll see you next time here on Patriots Today.